If I could go back 20 years, there are like 10 things I wish I knew 20 years ago. I mean, right now, because I'm 53 years old, if I could go back to when I was 33 years old, that would be 20 years back, there'll be these 10 things I wish I knew. Number one, to get a career. In my life, I've had many jobs. I mean, if you was to look at my resume, you see all these jobs, but I've only had really one career. So that would be something if I could go back 20 years and someone like, hey, this is the time, get a career, something that's going to sustain you, that you can put a retirement with, the 401k, benefits, stability in one company, or even not even a company, but the industry, and have a career instead of a bunch of jobs. Number two would be get a passport. If I could go back 20 years, or if someone told me 20 years ago to get a passport and travel the world. The world is a beautiful place to see, and there's so many things and so many places you can go. So get a passport, and not just have the passport, but then take those trips. You can take it via a cruise or go on an airplane, go to another country, visit those countries, and see the beauty around the world. Just get out there and travel and see what the world has to offer. Number three for me would be, if I could, if someone could tell me 20 years ago, find someone you like. Whoever your partner is, your spouse, the one that you are bundled up with, however you want to look at it, but not just love the person, but you should like the person. So you should think about, do I really like this person? Do I like hanging with this person and being with this person? Do I like the things that they like, and do I like the way they walk and talk and all that? I want to like them. It's a lot of times you hear people say, yeah, I love them, but do you like them? And that's one of the questions I'll ask anybody that's in a relationship, especially if they're asking for advice. I always ask, do you like them? Because that's way, to me, more important than do you love them. It's the like. I like that person. Number four for me would be never to co-sign for anyone, for anything. Don't be a co-signer. Didn't say don't help somebody, but don't co-sign on their car loans, their home loans, or even personal loans, furniture, or anything. Why would you put your name and your credit at risk for someone else to mess up? Yeah, and if there's a way to help them, then help them. But don't co-sign on something that you're not even going to get the joy out of. They're driving around in a car and not making the payments or whatever, and then you're the one hooked on the line trying to make the payments if they don't. So don't co-sign for anybody. That'd be number, four for me. Number five would be keep your credit score above 700. Once you build your credit and get it to a place, that goes back to number four with not co-signing, but having that credit score up at least above 700. That is something that I wish I knew 20 years ago, and it will definitely take you into your future, and that you can retire, because there's nothing you can do with a low credit score. It'd be hard to get insurance, it'd be hard to get a car and a house and all of that if your credit score is not up to par. So definitely do your best to keep that above 700. One of the things I do is I have what they call Credit Karma, and I could just see what my numbers are doing and just stay on top of it. I have other things to help me, but that was one of the things I started doing just so I could keep a little mini track of it, and it helped a lot. So try to keep that credit score above 700. Another thing, I would say like number six, I wish I knew 20 years ago, and that'd be to pay yourself. You work hard, you go out there, you make sure that your mortgage is paid and your car is paid and all your other bills are paid, but you need to pay yourself. So take a small chunk of it. It could be $50 a pay period, $100 a pay period, or whatever it is, but make sure that you pay yourself. Pay yourself and use that money as your fund money. So when it runs out for the next pay period or whatever, and then I get my next allowance in that sense. So make sure you pay yourself. Number seven, if I wish I knew 20 years ago, is visit the doctor. Visit the doctor regularly. Make sure that you go out there, if you make your appointments, get yourself checked out, just the doctors, the dentists, and not just your physical health, but your mental health also. So make sure that you're, making those appointments, getting yourself checked out, and don't be afraid to share your information with other people. That you'd be surprised how many people don't go and are afraid to go, especially men. They just don't. They feel like it's not macho, or they feel like they don't need it. I don't feel aching or pain, so I don't need it. But that's one of the biggest hangups for men, is not wanting to go to the doctor. So if you got the career, you're getting the benefits, you got the insurance, use it. Go visit your doctor. I would say I wish someone told me 20 years ago, and this would be number 8, and that would be get your degree. Get your degree. Get a degree in something. Don't just, there was a time where a high school diploma was enough, or GED was enough to get you a job or whatever. But remember, we're talking about careers here. So I need something that's going to get me to the next level, and the level after that when I get my career. And a lot of times it's based on the degree that I have. And a lot of companies don't even care what the degree in, but they just want to know that you're willing and able to stick through and accomplish something. And a lot of it is just, I'm able to accomplish getting my degree in whatever the field is. So do your work, get that degree. I know it's tough. I mean, I was on a long-term plan trying to get my degree, but I kept stopping, and a lot of that was because I had a bunch of jobs. So, but I was so glad that I did get it. So that would be number 8 on my list of things I wish I knew 20 years ago. Number 9 on my list, I wish someone had told me what I knew 20 years ago, is to love yourself. So many times we do so much for so many people, but just like, do you love yourself? Do you love yourself to the point that, you take care of yourself, you treat yourself, you're not going to let nobody abuse you, you're not going to get in a relationship where someone's mistreating you or misusing you, because you love yourself. I love myself too much to let all these other things get in my way. I love myself to be in a bigger circle with people that's using me or mistreating me or even neglecting me. So I make my circle smaller because I love myself. So that would be my number 9. Make sure that you love yourself. 10, I wish that someone had told me this 20 years ago, and that'd be to set goals. Set goals in your life, things that you want to accomplish, things you want to do, places you want to be. But set a goal. You got your 5-year plan, your 10-year plan, your 20-year plan, and start, not just set them, but start chipping at them and seeing them. Write them down, put them somewhere that you can start seeing and moving towards it. As you get to that age, okay, now, so had I set a 20-year goal, some of the things I've done in my life, from one of the jobs I had was when I was in the military. Had I set the goal to retire, from the military, then that would just been a 20-year goal, 20-year plan that I could have put in place. But because I didn't have that mentality, and because I didn't have that thought pattern, it slowed me down. So that would be something I would tell, 20 years ago, I wish I knew. And if I was talking to someone who was 20 years younger, I'd be like, hey, what is your goal? What is your goal for when you're 40? What's your goal for when you're 50? What's your goal for when you turn 60? So having those goals in place will help you moving forward. But if I could go back 20 years and with that mindset, or those 10 things that I just mentioned, I know without a doubt my life would be different. I do love myself, and I do love the life that I have, but it'll be so much different because I would have a different plan, a different attitude, different mindset, and for sure, different situations that I've been in. But thank you. I hope these 10 ideas and 10 items might help you. If you did like it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave a couple of comments down in the comment section. Hit the like button. Share with others that you think this might help. And I look forward to talking to you later. Thank you. Peace.